Hey everyone, welcome back to Cap and Trade. Now we are on to episode 11, talking about restructures. A lot to get into with this one. Okay, welcome back to the Cap and Trade. This is the NFL Salary Cap Explained series. We are going to talk about restructures today. A very fun topic that is casually mentioned across the media landscape and fan bases, but I'm not entirely sure that is equally understood. So today we're going to talk about restructures, how they work, what the definition is. There's a lot of different euphemisms with restructures. It can mean a multitude of different things. So let's jump over to the slideshow and talk about it a little bit. So restructure. So it's a salary cap adjustment via conversion of base salary to bonus. So essentially, restructures in the terms of a basic restructure is strictly a salary cap function. It does not change the way the player is paid. It's not anything that the player agrees to for the most part. It's just a simple accounting function to adjust the salary cap for that specific player. So, like we're talking about basic restructure. So that is a conversion of salary to signing bonus from a salary cap perspective. So say you have a player with a $30 million base salary and we want to convert $25 million of it to signing bonus, leave their base salary at $5 million and have that $25 million prorate over the life of the remaining years of the contract up to 5 years. That's a basic restructure. A renegotiation is a little bit different because that is where the contract terms have changed, which means a new contract is signed, an agreement with both sides. That is not a basic restructure. That is a full-fledged new contract renegotiation. Could be a reduction in salary. It could be terms to the workout bonus. It just anything that changes in the contract requires a new contract agreement. Now today, majority of teams will include conversion rights in their player contracts. So there will be a paragraph, and we'll take a look at it. There'll be a paragraph in the contract that says automatic conversion rights. So the team has the authority to convert salary to signing bonus. They will notify the player by written, email, however terms of communication they're going to use. But they will notify the player that, hey, we're going to convert salary to bonus. That doesn't mean the player gets a upfront bonus payment. That just means they're making the conversion from a salary cap perspective. And we talked about it. It may not mean that a player gets money up front. And that's the biggest confusing part about restructures within the social media landscape. You'll see a report that player A has agreed to restructure their contract to create X amount of dollars in cap savings for the team. I think that's a little bit of disingenuous reporting, whereas most often than not, the team has the right to make that conversion. So they're just notifying the player that, hey, we're completing this conversion. It's not changing the way you get paid out. Majority of the contracts, when they have those conversion rights, it will clearly state in there that any amount converted to a signing bonus or roster bonus will be paid out in equal installments concurrent with the base salary payments. So the player's not getting money up front. Their converted money will still come through their paycheck with base salary payments. So the player doesn't get any change in payment. It's just an accounting function on the team's part. So here we have a restructure example. So we have this player. You see the base salaries on the left. Prorated bonus, so this player already had received a $25 million signing bonus, has per game roster bonuses, workout bonuses. You see the cap numbers there and the cash flow. So this player signed a 5-year, $79.75 million contract that includes $23 million fully guaranteed back in March of 2024. The team included in conversion rights into this player contract, which will break down why and how this works out. So the team informs the player, we're going to do a conversion. We are going to convert $8 million of your 2025 salary. If you remember back on the previous slide, the player contract had a base salary of $10 million in 2025. Now the team is converting $8 million to a signing bonus. The player is not getting an $8 million signing bonus amount up front. He will still be paid that $10 million total through the 36-week or the 18-week payment program. So what does this do? This creates cap savings for the team, inadvertently creates dead money for the team in the future. It's deferring cap dollars from the current year to the future. So this team went from $15,750,000. That was the cap charge for this player in 2025, and it dropped to $9.75 million. But the dead money increased to $28 million for 2025 and increased subsequently by $2 million in the following years. So now this team is upside down on salary cap versus dead money through the 2026 league year. Whereas prior to that, there was savings there to be had if the team decided to move on. So keep that in mind. Salary cap, deferment of cap dollars. That's what a conversion is, a basic restructure conversion. It's deferring money to future years via conversion of base salary to signing bonus. Players not receiving any new money. It's just an accounting function. It's very simple. Teams do it all the time. We have free agency coming up in about 3 weeks. We're about to see a flurry of teams completing restructures. Now, if the team did not have conversion rights, which a few teams out there still do that. Cincinnati Bengals is one team. For the longest time under Bill Belichick, New England Patriots did not have conversion rights in their contracts. So if the player did not have conversion rights in their contract and the team wanted to do a restructure like this, they would have to go to the player, seek their agreement, sign a new contract with new terms, at which the point the player could request having that signing bonus paid up front like his previous signing bonus. So let's say for this specific example, this player did not have conversion rights in their contract, and the team said, hey, we want to convert salary to bonus. We need to create some cap savings. We're going to give you an $8 million signing bonus, paid out $4 million now, and the additional $4 million 6 months from now. That can also happen. And if the team does not have conversion rights in their player contracts, that's what they will have to do. They will have to seek out to the player their approval to complete this. But a majority of teams will have that conversion rights to avoid such discussions. So this is an example of a player contract with conversion rights. So I highlighted or circled in red here the kind of key points I want you to take away from this. So you see, such converted paragraph 5 salary shall be paid concurrently with any paragraph 5 salary during the applicable regular season. So, in this specific case, they restructured $8 million. He was due $10 million in base salary. his payment structure will not change. He will receive a total of $10 million over his base salary, a 36-week payment program. But for the team perspective, they will have saved cap dollars by this conversion in the immediate year and added dead money on in the future years. In this specific contract, the conversion rights agrees to execute a superseding contract documenting the conversion. So some teams, there's a page in the CBA where they can take just a single page document, send it to the player. Here's the conversion amounts that we are completing. Sign here. We'll move on about our day. This specific contract calls for the team and the player to sign a new contract with the conversion terms attached to it. So that's restructures in a nutshell. Very, very basic information. It is overly complicated by many people out there in the social media landscape. It is a very simple concept, especially when you're talking about basic restructures. Remember, when a basic restructure occurs, the team is converting paragraph 5 salary or base salary to a signing bonus. The player is not receiving new money. It is a salary cap function to create savings in the immediate year and to defer cap dollars into future years, prorated out up to 5 years. The team is going to create more dead money in the future by doing this. So they're hedging against a rising salary cap when they are doing this. This is an immediate cap savings tool pushing money forward into the future. So when you see on social media, player X has agreed to restructure their contract, that may or may not always be the case, because if the team had the automatic conversion rights, then the player didn't really agree to it. They were just notified of it, and they had to sign a piece of paper confirming that that was occurring. So that's restructures. Very, very cool topic. You'll see a lot of it in the coming weeks. And hey, while you're here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Get your notifications set up for the future episodes coming down the line. So I hope to see you there. Have a good one.